Today is Monday. We're making some bullet coffee here in a second. Let me let me just set this up. Jeez, everyone pops in here. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? This is like a little tripod. I can lean this back. Can I lean this back? All right, there we go. Woo! What's up? What's up? Molly Dog Coffee. There's a little bit left in the Sumatra. I'm clearing out this. You can see. Hang on. It's all clean. You could wash this too if you wanted to. Just to really get it clean. All right, I think there might be some left. Yeah. I usually do more because my mom comes by. So we do coffee, bullet coffee. Let's do the Sumatra. I got a little left. Sinatra. Good morning, good morning. I'm just making coffee. Bullet coffee. All right. Should I just finish it up? I don't know. Abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. All right. Here's our. Can't say where you can get this. Usually do though. Usually do. I caught myself. I'm doing 20 ounces, but I don't think the 20 ounces. Thanks for the like. I'm doing 20 ounces. I don't know if I can see the actual chat in this other room. What's up? Doy. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, so we got our really sassy stuff. Okay, bullet coffee is going to be made. We do this every morning as a way to build a coffee community, but the chat. You can do it with any coffee you want. I don't know what that means. It's a flag of some sort. I don't know where that is, but I probably should know where everything is. I should be all knowing. All right. I use a magic bullet, and that's what I use. And I build everything in the little cup they give you. I do need like a tower over here. I'm looking at towers. I do need a tower. Like some sort of thing. So you want to do coconut oil, which I have right here. You want to take a spoon or a knife, and you can scoop that out. We'll play some music here in a little bit. I know it's still early. Oh God. You don't want too much coconut. That's probably too much that I just put in. I'll do half of that. What's up? Lively. Hello. How are you? If I can say the name, I'll say the name. But sometimes I can't I don't know how to say the name, like Doi Ox Raider. Doi Ox Raider. We're putting it in this mug, 20 ounce. Okay, so I got my coconut oil. I'm gonna do some sugar. I'm doing good. I slept a little bit, I think. I never know how many hours I got. How many hours did you get? Oh, no, I got coconut on me. I need sugar. Sugar! Sugar! A little sugar. Now, my mom, I feel like she likes more sugar. She had the coffee before. So I say swipe right. I didn't see any comments. Making bullet coffee. Bullet coffee. Bullet coffee is good for sustainable energy, and you don't get heartburn, and there's no crash afterwards. Like if you drink a lot of coffee, sometimes you crash from all the caffeine. So really, you're just neutralizing the acidity of the coffee and giving you a burst, like a slow burn of the energy. So you only need one of these a day instead of some people drink like 5 or 6 cups of coffee. This is you want to drink this. So coconut oil, sugar. I'm going to put some cream in then the coffee, and then blend it up, and you get a little froth at top. Most people are running on sugar, although they say they run on, America runs on, America runs on that. They say we don't say that. All we say is. That's all we say. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so a little cream. So coconut oil, sugar, cream. That's all you want in your bullet coffee. You can call it butter coffee. You can also use Irish butter. Irish butter is good. So this is how I make it. I usually do the coconut oil, the sugar, and the cream. And then I blend that all up. Okay, so I only do about an 8 ounce because if I do the 20 ounce, and I'm up till like 1. Lately, I've been crashing around like 9 or 10. So I'm happy with the results. It's all in here. Fresh coffee. I do about half a cup, and then leave the rest. Everybody, like I said, everybody likes their coffee differently. Everyone like dresses it up differently. Some cream, some people like a lot of sugar. I don't like a lot of sugar. I'm not a sugary person. I like everything sort of less sugar. I know the world is like sugar, 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 but I can't do it. I used to do it. I used to do a lot of sugar and donuts and stuff like that. You're gonna see that if you stop drinking so much sugar, this is gonna go down. This used to be kind of big on me. Okay, where's the Okay, then we blend this all up. Should be hot, and then if it doesn't stay hot, then I plug this in. Like I said, I need like a tower over here. I looked at towers. I think I found one. It was decent. All right, here we go. Got it. Should still be hot because it's all just brewed. You have like 7 to 14 days to sort of brew up your coffee to keep it still fresh. Let's pour this. Oh, there you go. There's your bullet coffee. Share your favorite coffee blend. What kind of do you guys drink coffee, or do some people don't drink coffee? Some people don't drink coffee, and I say I've been doing this for like I haven't been doing the bullet coffee forever, but the coffee I had yesterday was a little bit better because I did hazelnut yesterday. We have hazelnut. I have some hazelnut over here. Show you. All right. Hazelnut. This is like a pound of hazelnut. A pound of hazelnut. It's all beans too. It's all beans. Whole bean. So yeah, you have about 7 to 14 days from when the coffee is. I think it's from when it's ground. So these are all whole beans. I won't compare the difference between like a chain coffee shop or fresh coffee. All right, let me go into the. Let's go chill out. I got two cameras here. Let's see if this is gonna work because I set up a different thing last night. I got the ultimate setup now. I think this one is supposed to go in here. Is it wide enough? Probably not. Sorry. I'm gonna put it down. Hang on. This one I'm gonna put over here. Oh god. You see our setup. Oh god, no. I gotta tilt it this way. Water. Sorry. I gotta put this over here. I got a camera up above us. Oh, is that going the wrong way? Camera up above us. Here we go. Perfect. That's beautiful. Camera up here. There we go. Good morning. How is everybody? How are you all? Let me put some music on. Can I put some music on? No. Music. Let's just keep it quiet this morning. Let's have a quiet. Oh, I thought someone was here. I do coffee and then I do water. That's what I do. I do some eggs in the morning. Yeah. Monday morning. How's your Monday going? You getting some coffee and I hope you're drinking some coffee, some fresh coffee. So yes, if you go to like a chain coffee shop, they'll take the beans and they might roast them in front of you, or yeah, roast them in front of you. When they do that, that's when the flavor is actually leaving. That's what you're smelling. You're smelling the flavor leaving the actual bean. It's not necessarily fresh. It might have been sitting there for a while. I was trying to tell someone on another APP, and she blocked us for us just talking about coffee. That's how serious people are about their coffee. Everyone wants to feel like they're drinking fresh coffee, but some people don't even know if they are. They think they are. It's sort of like the smoke and mirrors, like, oh yeah, it's fresh because the beans are being ground fresh in front of me, so I feel like it is fresh, but you don't know how long the beans have actually been sitting there for. So that's the truth. Yeah. Coffee in the morning. Coffee when I'm yawning. Coffee when up. Hang on, let me do some music stuff. Coffee in the morning. Coffee in the morning. Coffee when I'm yawning. This is the coffee rap. Coffee in the morning. It's a little bit of music. It's hard to hear. I have to get it on the surround sound. Anyways, what are you guys up to today? Going to work 9 to 5. I should do 5:30 and I had to get there for like 7 o'clock. 7:20, 7:30 till 3 or 2, 2, 2:10. Sometimes you'd have those meetings that would go till like 2:45. Those were the worst. I was like, just send us an email. Jesus. Can't those just be an email? Anybody? Mm. It's pretty good. It's not as good as our hazelnut we did yesterday. I think I'll stick to the hazelnut, the pound of hazelnut and grind it up. But yeah, you don't have a huge amount of time from the time you roast it up. Look at these. These are cool. I think you could put it on sound. Check. Check, check. 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 Isn't that cool? I love lights. I don't know why I like colors and stuff like that. I have another one somewhere. I love lighting, different lighting and stuff. That's why I got this right there with different colors. This is like a song, like a little bit like Karate Kid, a little bit, you know. So I put this camera up here. You can see it over on this camera. You can't really see it on this one. But I put this camera up here, and then I put a camera over there. So that's for a different setup. So you can see over. Finally, you can see over, and that all hooks up to this computer. It's something about music. Whew, I think I'm gonna need to charge this. I think that's what's wrong with this. Here, let me move this so we can take a look at this. Who's right in me? We're gonna draw. We're gonna do some drawing later. Actually, let me put up in our own music. This will do the same music, but over to sort of the surround sound. I gotta fix these other speakers. I don't know why they're not. What's up, Becca? How are you? I got this little hand grip. Where's that camera? Oh, I can't see it. It doesn't focus. Is this on autofocus? Oh, it is, but it don't focus fast enough. Oh. Anyways, I hope you are well on this Monday morning. Monday's usually the worst because you have to get up from whatever you did on the weekend. It's so like a fight or flight in this life, right? It's like you go from Monday to Friday, like high energy, high everything. Got to get up, got to perform, right? So you go from that Monday through Friday. It's so conditioned, right? You're doing that, which I always think that the work week should be like 3 days a week, like George Jetson. Turn this down a little bit. And oh, I turned it up. So you go from high stress, high this, high that, and they're like, oh, you can. How much sleep did you get? I think I got a fair amount actually. Maybe like at least from like 10 to like maybe 5. So 7 hours. 7 hours? How many hours did you get? I think it was like 7. I like a sore throat. Whenever I visit my buddy at his place, I get a sore throat. It's like the mold or something in there. I don't know. So I did some stuff on my shoulders and stuff and I did some push-ups yesterday too. So that was probably hurting me. When you work out and stuff, people don't realize you need some time to recover. People like every day to the gym, which is fine, but your body needs to repair those cells that you're literally like ripping the muscles, right, and expanding them, contraction like this. So you need some recovery time, and most people they don't. And that's what I'm saying with this is what I'm saying with the work week. You do that. One girl, she said that she doesn't, she can't take time off because they don't give her time off. So I think she was making like 200 a day, and if she takes time off, she loses $200. So I'm like, well, then probably get something else. Probably work somewhere else. I wouldn't work there if I couldn't get time off. So what I was saying is your body needs more than 2 days to kind of recover from 5 days. That's why I say that a work week should be 3 days and then, or 4, you know, 4 and then 3 days to recover. I just think that our bodies, like when I was going back and forth from Florida to Massachusetts, shooting weddings here, and down there I was doing, the gig service, and I was doing the stuff at the parks live, for hours. It's just like a go. It's just it's so much on your brain because you're constantly thinking. When you do creative stuff, people don't realize this. This is how I stay so thin. Your brain is constantly going. Your brain is constantly thinking of what to do next, and that's how an artistic brain kind of works. When I've been drawing since 43 now, your body, your mind is just constantly running. That's why sometimes it's hard to shut off at night because it's go. So people don't realize that. That's the truth. Anyways, happy Monday. Hope you are well. I got the multiple cameras set up here. in a little bit, but I'll probably be back to do some of the art. I could probably do this right now, but I'm trying to think if I should draw somebody right now. My markers are over there. I don't know if my brain is even awake yet to do any drawing. I did Popeye and who else did I do? Popeye, Fred Flintstone, George Jetson. Those three, I think, were the three that I did. The coffee got better. It was, I don't know what it was up with it. Maybe not enough sugar, but I did put a fair amount of sugar in it. I was looking at this 3D camera, but it overheats, I guess, after like 5 minutes of use. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get something for that price. I think it was $300. I said, I don't know if I want to get that because of the overheating issue. I'll wait till they do like a second version that's 400 and it doesn't overheat, because I think you had to use a cooling fan with it or something. The drawing you did of George Jetson, she liked it. Nice. Cool. Yeah, it's really just like about just showing some art on a mug. That these are called sublimation or something, and then you can wipe it. So it's basically like a whiteboard on a mug. I have a whiteboard over there, a smaller one that's kind of cute. I just spent like, it's really just about like building a community, though. What's up, Jenna? How are you? Yeah. I haven't drank out of this though. This is just these were like, I forget what the price on these were. Can't tell you where you would get them though. Visiting New Hampshire, nice. Yeah. I'll probably draw later. Like I said, I got this camera set up above me, and then I have a camera there. That's like a more high def one. That one should really be here, and this one should be there. But this one I think still does. You're gonna be blending the two cameras together. Drove through Hampton Beach yesterday. Nice. Was it still on fire? Was it still on fire? They had the shooting gallery there years ago. This old woman ran it. And I have a picture of me and my cousin where she was reaching for us, because if you took a camera, a disposable camera with a flash, that's all we had back in the 90s. All the animatronics would go off at once, make this huge noise. There's a video of somebody doing it on that other app. You can look it up. And then it burnt down and they didn't rebuild it. I'm like, who knows how to make this stuff in 2026? I'm sure one dude does. How to make animatronics that are animatronics that come to life when you shoot a light at them. There was like 2 piano players. I think there was a Tasmanian devil. Jenna remembers that. It was probably like only a quarter back then. They probably made no money. That's why it burnt down. I lived here until I was pretty much 21. Yeah, I have when I was dating this other girl, we went there, and I have a video, I think, of her somewhere in my archives of videos, and she was shooting it, and this was I don't know if I think that was after she passed. Actually, there was a sign. She was like 112 though, so she was good. Nobody should ever pass away, really. There should be some sort of something that can keep, like, you can either stay alive forever or or pass away at 100. My grandmother was 100. She was 100 years old. She was almost 101, but she kept telling her body that she only wanted to live to be 100. So that's probably why she passed at 100. Boardwalk Fries is gone, by the way. Wait. Did you go to the boardwalk? Because they did have a mini golf upstairs that was mediocre. I guess it was very hot in there. They never had a window open. I don't. There was no AC. There was a. I have a video of all these pinball machines that were left out in the cold. Like, do you guys know how to run the boardwalk here? Do you want me to do it? Because I'll run your whole boardwalk. I don't think you should leave pinball machines out in the cold. They were all broken. It's a mess. They like prey on like idiots that would just go and put their money in any of these things. It's so cool though, the nostalgia of it, how expansive it is. Like this area is from there. It was probably from the 1950s or something. That Hampton Beach, probably from the 1950s. They have like games and stuff, and it's all probably moldy, but it's so cool. You smell that sort of stench, and you're transported back to the 80s or the 90s. You're like, oh, I remember when my family used to go here, and we would play mini golf up top, beach mildew. Yeah, it's just coming off of the water, just just making that boardwalk older and older and smellier and smellier. Oh my god. Yeah, like light a candle or something, or put some potpourri in here, but it would mix into the wood, so then you would get mold and candle smell all in one. It never goes away. Mold never goes away. You have to cut it out. You actually have to take it out. You have to take it out of the building. But yeah, Hampton Beach, yeah, go there. And I think my parents got their radio stolen there. And the live were filtered to protect the community. I think my parents went down to the water and they said, oh, they told these people next to them, hey, can you watch our radio? This is when everyone had like a little radio to play on the beach, I guess. I don't know. And they went down to the water and they told these people next to him, they said, yeah, yeah. They said, hey, can you watch our radio for us? We're going to just go down to the water. And then these other people showed up and they said, hey, we're friends of them. They said we could take their radio. They said, hey, we're going to borrow the radio. And they just took off with the radio. Yeah, that actually happened. Like this is like the time. This is how people operated back in the 90s. They would put their wallet at the bottom of their shoe, thinking that would deter criminals. Hey, my wallet. What do I do with my wallet? Oh, just shove it down into your shoe, and no one will know your wallet is there. You can't trust people even on the internet. We did that. Yeah, see? Everyone did that. What do I do with my wallet? Oh, you can lock. There was no lockers. They could have made a fortune. They probably could have had a whole locker area at Hampton Beach. They probably do now. Maybe not unless it's burned down. Right at Hampton Beach, and then you could put your stuff in your locker, so then you didn't have to put your wallet down in your shoe. I think they did build like a bathroom finally on Hampton Beach. Yeah, I went there years ago. I haven't gone in probably, oh my God, 10, 11 years. I think they have one now, but they talked about changing everything here. I drove to Hampton Beach years ago to minister to kids on the beach. This is the stupidest thing that anyone would ever do at my age. I was probably 20 or 18. I drove to minister, to act out these plays. I don't even know where I stayed. I don't remember where I stayed. Not anywhere fancy. Probably with some parents or something, right? And we were acting out Bible stories on the beach. Like, who does that? And when they're 18 for free, I drove my own car, a Ford Probe. I had a Ford Probe. I've only had like 5 cars in my life. I've had 2 cars in 21 years. I had a Ford Taurus and now I'm on the Ford Explorer. I drove my Ford, which was an amazing car, the Ford Probe, flipped up lights and stuff. 1991, I think it was, maroon, so it was the same color as UMass. I drove like 2 hours to Hampton Beach, Beach for Jesus. Jesus take the wheel, and I was like acting out these plays like I was Moses. I was all the characters. I was every character. I was Jesus. I was Moses. I was Barabbas. I was Judas. I was Peter. I had to betray myself. Okay, now if I wear the beard, I'm Jesus. If I do this, then I'm Barabbas. Dude, it was horrible. For no money. All the stuff I did when I was 18 was for free. I worked at a ropes course in Saranac Lake for free for a month. I got sick. I came back. My friend was dead. Great. Great. This was my life at 18, 19. Wonder why I was so messed up. That was my life. Yeah. Yep. Went and worked on a ropes course for free. 50 feet in the air, hooking kids in. We'd have to go down there at 6 a.m. And they're like, make sure you hook the kids into the tree before you let them go on the other part. So you had to transfer the belays and stuff, or whatever they're called. Hook them in. And then sometimes I would forget. I would unhook them so they're stuck. Then you would have to report that. So I have all this stress on me at 18 for free. Who would do that? Who would do that at anyone? I would never work for free at this point. Yeah. So I had like, they would call them close calls. And then at the end, they have to jump for a trapeze, jump out. And a month prior, somebody forgot to grab the rope. Both ropes were the same color. So they're like, yeah, we got you, to some kid. He went and grabbed the trapeze and he fell because no one had held him. He fell and broke his arm. And then this kid, these are all my stories from my life. This kid, he was like on the football team, and it was like a month later. That's how we teach trust issue. Yeah. And this kid, he wouldn't even jump for a whole hour. He would be afraid to jump. Finally, we had to pull him off. And this is when we actually had him with the rope. I had to run all the stations. This was my life, and that's why that's the 5th job I've had of my own. I had to do everything. Like, Jay, you got him, right? You got him? You got him? Yeah. Close call. Yeah, I have like 4 close calls. And we were living off like dry hamburgers. Oh my, we had to do skits all the time. I probably can't mention the name of the Christian group, but my sister worked for them. She had to raise all her own money in Connecticut. And then they went with somebody else. She never wrote a letter to them saying that this is discrimination or sexism. I just out everybody on our lives. But yeah, that was my life. I did the Hampton Beach Jesus jump for Jesus. Everybody jump. And this kid I met who actually worked with Macklemore, right? He did the whole, that song. Hey, what is it? I forget that whole. It's a big song years ago. I can't think of it. The ceiling can't hold us. You know that song? How does the title of that song? Macklemore and that other dude, Ryan Lewis. He did the whole thing. Jason is his name. He worked with me. He was a photographer. That's kind of how I got into photography around that time. And they reprimand him for talking about God. Like you're at a Bible school. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Like the ceiling can't hold us. That song. Return to the back. That song. He did that whole thing. Did the whole filming and everything. I don't know if he edited it, but it got millions of views on YouTube.
I was a big promoter of him until his wife told me I had to go to New York to shoot a wedding because he was stuck in Seattle. And then when I started talking about compensation, nothing. But don't you say his name. All right, kids. You're up there, 50 feet in the air. Jump for don't jump for what is that guy's name? They pull him right off of the thing. The kid was terrified. Yeah. And then, yeah, I heard them yelling at him. This dude gave me a devotional book. I probably still have somewhere. I have everything. I literally have everything since I was born. I probably have something I cut off of a cereal box because I wanted to draw it later in life. I would do that. I would just like, because we had no internet. So I'm like, oh, this is a cool character. I'm going to draw him. And then sometimes I would be so busy with everything else. Yeah, I heard them yelling at this dude, Jason. Jason Koenig. I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook. But everyone now, they're not friends with me. It was wild, dude. It was wild. Literally without being able to talk to anyone and having to call their phone. And like, is anyone going to pick up? You had to call your cousin. You had to ask for him or ask if he could come over. And then sometimes it was a yes and sometimes it was a no. Can he sleep over? Can he come over and play Nintendo 64? A friend gave me a broken Nintendo yesterday. That's how wild we are. We were gatekeeping all these games back in the 80s and 90s, and now someone's giving me broken Nintendos in 2026. Yeah, parents listening. My grandparents would call me on my birthday at like 6 a.m. and say happy birthday. And they'd say, pick up, Bill! Pick up! And they would say, oh, hi, happy birthday. What are you going to do today? Why does everyone have to know what I'm doing on my birthday? Just say happy birthday and that's it. What are you going to... Everyone wants to know. Like, why? Just ask me what I do on other days. Hello? Yeah, pick up, Bill. Oh, hi from Vermont. That was our 90s. Hello from Vermont. What are you going to do? Oh, the big 2-3. So pointless. And my grandparents were so cheap. They were running an antique shop in Vermont. Not to mention the food. Yeah. The food they ate was all spam. They were running an antique shop in Vermont, but they were afraid to spend any money on any of the phones. So they would tell us once we got home safe to ring twice. That was it. So they knew we got home safe. They didn't even want to talk to us. They didn't even want to talk to us. Ring twice. Oh, I guess they're safe. Back to bed. Back to my golf. My grandfather would record every golf thing, and so he wouldn't miss a shot and then go home and watch it because he'd have to come here. I saw my grandparents in my life like maybe 40 times because they lived in Vermont. We'd have to drive to Vermont to visit them, and there was nothing to do in Vermont. My grandmother told me one time there was no soft serve ice cream in Vermont. No soft serve ice. And then we passed a soft serve ice cream place. Everything was a lie. They put nickels and dimes into our corn so we would husk the corn for nickels and dimes. Hey, this is Vermont corn. It's grown with nickels and dimes and pennies. No, it isn't. Everything was a lie. We were lied to for 30 years. All right, I gotta go. Mom's here. Talk to you later. Peace. I can keep it live, actually. Hang on. Oh, Mr. TV himself. We're talking about Vermont. I was gonna end it, and then I said, you know what? My mom will tell you all about Vermont life. I was telling him about the corn, how you guys lied to us about the nickels and dimes.
I didn't do that. It was Grandma.
Yeah, blame it on Grandma. Your seat is ready for you?
I need your help.
For what?
Are you still on?
Yeah, I'm on 2 different APPs. I should end it though.
Well, the guy's coming to get those fences that are broken, so I got to get that from the back and bring it down to the front.
Do you need me now? Should I end it or just go help you and come back?
Well, it'll be fine.
I'll end it. We'll see you guys later. We got to move fences now. See, I told you. See you, Jenna. See you, Becca. I got to move fences now. Everything's a something, right? Ring twice. Ring twice. We're safe. Save $1. What was it? A nickel?
I know, but everything was even things today are a big deal.
This is what you did back in the 90s. You rang twice to save a nickel. See you guys. Peace. See you, Jenna. I mean, Becca. And Jenna just slept on the other one.
Oh, has Jenna been on?
And she just was.